Alex, you want canned cranberry sauce, or should we make it ourselves?
That's my mom. She didn't know about Instacart's family carts, so...
Want to make pecan pie this year, yes or no? Oh, and how many boxes of stuffing?
So I told her we could just share a family cart and add all our holiday favorites to the same order without losing our voices or our sanity. It's so much fun.
Alex, can you get my holiday village out of the attic?
Baby steps, Alex. Baby steps. Shop Instacart this holiday season and enjoy free delivery on your first 3 orders. Service fees and terms apply.
Alex?
What's up, Cuzzy Wuzzies? You're listening to the Bay Ridge Boys, History Hyenas. Bad.
So very recently, during the whole Harvey Weinstein scandal, Weinstein was compared to a hyena. And this is one of those instances where I just sort of shook my head and just thought, well, that is just about the most least appropriate animal to compare Harvey Weinstein to. You know, the reason why I think it was the New York Times that was comparing Harvey Weinstein to a hyena was because they are seen as these, you know, aggressive, unpleasant, cowardly, malicious, malevolent creatures. The truth about hyenas is that they are really, I think, more like the feminist icons of the animal kingdom. The spotted hyena is an extraordinary creature. They are the original chicks with dicks.
Yo, what's up? How you doing? What's up to the matriarch family out there? We are both back in studio. We got the Queen, King Gay, Chrissy D back.
Whoa, suck a dick in Europe.
Yo, you came back gay, no?
Yo, I came back gay. I came back killed. There's no hyenas in the UK.
Yo.
There's fucking zero. Actually, no, there are a couple hyenas I found. There's a couple of BRGs, Bay Ridge girls, that I saw in fucking London town that I'll tell you guys about.
Cute.
They're cute.
You had a couple girls come up. Fans of the podcast?
Fans
of the web
of the
series?
pod. Fans of the pod. Fans of the Bay Ridge Boys web series. And they said that in London, the Bay Ridge Boys just sound like Americans.
Yeah.
They're like, we didn't know you were doing an accent or a character. They were like, we just think that's how Americans sound.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what, kid?
Yeah, we have fans from all walks of life because we are true blue matriarchs. So we don't discriminate by gender, by race, or by socioeconomic status.
Even though it was last week, I just want to say happy belated Mother's Day to you, Hyenas, being the Queen Matriarch and being all our mothers.
I appreciate it. You know, it would have been nice since Mother's Day was coming this weekend if somebody had really baked up a pseudo penis cake.
I mean, still, I'm going to ask it every single day.
I mean, are you telling me that there's not one person out there who owns a fucking bakery listening to this goddamn podcast?
There's no. I mean, we had a doctor on the phone looking in my ass in 5 minutes. You're telling me not one of you people, not one of you fucking hyenas roaming around these great lands of planet Earth don't own a bakery or don't know a friend who owns a bakery who can bake me a pseudo penis cake?
Look, if a pseudo penis cake is too strange to figure out what the shape of it is, then fucking bake us a hyena cake with a pseudo penis.
That's it.
Just give a little penis to the matriarch and put it in a cake form.
Just any picture you find of a hyena, just Google it, a picture of a hyena, make that into a cake and put a pseudo penis coming out of the top of its head, and I'll fucking eat it.
And then we will invite you in and we will fucking eat the pseudo penis together in a ritual of fucking wild.
Whoa. By the way, did you listen to Rafael DeLuca's new sound mix?
I did. Kaya.
Rafael DeLuca's, I mean, he keeps putting the pressure on.
I mean,
which is great.
The way that he sifts through all our content.
He's a true fan.
Because he mixes things from like our web content that we just do on our Instagram.
Yeah.
With our podcast, with like quotes from the web series.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's sifting through hours of footage.
I almost think the real reason he came to the studio last month was to get samples of our DNA. I really think that he tried, because if you notice, we didn't throw away our smoothies. He said he'll throw them away.
Yeah.
So I think he took some of our DNA. I took some of our saliva. He took skin samples. He did something. He's up to something, Raphael DeLuke.
Well, he's a smart kid, right? Didn't he go
Went to Harvard.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he's up to no good.
Yeah.
I mean,
great kid, though, DeLuke.
Yeah, I'm about to, I'm going to show I'm going to just give the quick fans a little sample of another.
Come on.
I mean, I don't know if Raphael DeLuca has a job, but he's got a lot of time in his hands.
Yeah.
And listen, DeLuke, we know you're listening, and we fucking love it.
Well, thank you.
Keep doing it. And again, go to our Bay Ridge Boys Facebook group and check out all the amazing memes. But here is the newest by Raphael DeLuca.
There needs to be a documentary because you are wild. Because you are wild. Yo, cuz, are we gay bad right now? Why? Okay, you mean like bad or bad? Yo, I can see your ass from outside. Isn't that fucking wild? You're a cute kid. Wild. Yeah, my ass and hips could feed a whole village. I could live off you for a while. Fucking cuties with smoothies. You feel good, you fucking hyena?
There we go. There's the Raphael DeLuca special.
Fucking DeLuca.
DeLuca's really, he's a true blue gay every week.
Cuz, I want to ask you, so I was gone for 13 days.
Yeah.
That's the longest we went without seeing each other.
Yeah.
And I just want to know how you felt.
Feel straight now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I felt straight for the last 13 days.
Yeah.
So now that you're back, I think it's time to go back training.
Got to put on a little weight? You think?
Nah, I mean, with you, it's always hard to tell because here's the tricky thing about the way your body was put together.
Right.
Your weight doesn't go into the face at all,
Zero.
which is tricky.
It goes into my hips.
It goes into weird feminine places. Yeah. It goes into like, it gives your tits a little bit more girth.
Yep.
The anteater, like, they should do like, you know how they do to figure out the weather? They do whether the groundhog's coming out.
Yeah.
They should figure out like what the climate of comfort in America is based on how south your tit is pointing.
My
Because the more south it goes,
yeah,
the more bad the food is here.
Because I was in Scotland, great country.
Yeah.
Food's terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah, I mean, I can't. It's some things were just not edible. I mean, I tried to get a burger out there, and it was like, I thought it was hyena meat. I mean, it was fucking tasted like the chef threw it up onto the bun. I mean, so some things were decent, like the fish is okay, but I mean, it's.
You got to get it fried though, right?
Yeah, you got to get fish and chips fried. Yeah.
And everybody's walking around.
The Scottish accent,
Brutal.
The Scottish to English accent's a big difference. The
What
Scottish
are
accent,
you doing?
the Scottish, I couldn't even understand the words that they were saying in Scotland. England, I could.
It comes from like the fucking.
It was like coming from their organs.
I understand perfectly.
You do,
You
right?
understand?
Because it's kind of comes from
That's
the
how
same
we
place.
sound.
Yeah, it comes from that same kind of Arabic. Yeah, it's almost like they didn't evolve to know that we had a tongue and we could.
Right.
You don't have to strain so much to talk.
Glasgow, Scotland, too, is kind of a ghetto place. It's a beautiful city, but it's kind of like real. They got this thing called the Glasgow Smile, which is where they fuck you up outside a bar and then they carve a smile into your face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's.
Did you ever hit Glasgow?
No, I was just in Edinburgh for the fest.
That's a beaut. No, that city.
It's cute. I mean, I'm not gonna say it's not cute, but it's a little medieval.
I love that. You don't
Yeah.
like the medieval? That's romantic, cuz.
I mean, I like looking at it, but I don't really like being around it for too long.
Well, you were also in a depressive state back then.
Yeah, that was a bad
Yeah, I
time.
mean, you got beat up.
But yo, the weather sinks me down. I don't know how people do it out
I
there.
love that weather out there. Cloudy skies, a little bit of drizz each day.
I
I
know.
fucking loved it.
You know who else loves that kind of weather? I remembered specifically from watching the documentary.
Ted Bundy?
No, well, probably.
Yeah.
But similar.
Who?
And when she said it, I was like, that's how I know that Chris is the matriarch, true blue psychopath, TBP. And the person who said the same thing you said is this week's true blue fucking psychopath of the fucking week. You told me to watch this documentary. It was like you said, the wildest thing I've ever fucking seen.
Evil geniuses.
Wild.
Marjorie, what was her last name?
Marjorie Deal Armstrong.
Marjorie Deal Armstrong. She liked cloudy skies?
She says it in the documentary.
I don't remember
She's
that part.
like, I love this weather. Fucking overcast. Yeah. I think when she was talking on the
Oh,
phone.
she's like, I love the rain. She's
Yeah,
like,
I love
could sit in the rain.
Yeah, I could sit in the rain. I love this. I mean, most people, I love the gloom. And I'm like, yeah, because you are a TBP bad.
So is she the TBP of the week?
Because she could be the TBP of the universe.
Psych. Did you get how sick was even the opening of that show when the smile into the what did that make your skin crawl a little bit?
Unbelievable.
So you were scared watching that?
I was not scared watching that. No.
Yeah,
I mean,
I had to watch that in the comfort of the airplane.
yeah. I mean, you know.
Yeah, I had to watch that around 350 other people over the Atlantic Ocean. I could not watch something like that alone.
And that's why we really haven't found a true blue gay of the week since the beginning of this podcast, because nobody can really compete with you, cuz.
No.
You are the true blue gay every week.
Yeah, I'm
Somebody who needs to watch a children's cartoon to calm down off a documentary when he's 33 years old and he looks like he does MMA on the side.
Yeah.
It's fucking wild.
Yeah.
That you have the emotions of a 13-year-old girl whose parents aren't home.
Yeah.
And the lights are out.
Yep.
And then you look the way that you look.
Yep.
Does not make sense.
But I'm also not legally retarded either.
Exactly.
Like my IQ is normal.
I know, that's fucking weird.
That's wild, right?
Yeah, it is very weird. Yeah.
And then, I was in France just skipping around eating chocolate croissants, and it was fucking great. I mean, you said that something that sticks out in your mind is when, it was me and you and a couple other grown men, and I didn't, we were looking for stuff to do, and somebody's like, you want to go to a bar? And I was like, you want to go get a cupcake? And I was serious, no?
Yeah, you were serious, and then we went and did it.
Yeah. But you enjoyed it, though.
I did enjoy it, but well, to be honest with you, I don't know if even it's something that's unique to my experience.
Yeah.
I would guarantee you we'd be hard pressed to find a crew of 4 dudes,
Right.
who said they were hanging out, and one of their boys was like, "Do you guys want to go get a cupcake?"
Yeah.
Right after while we're drinking
And
beers.
230-pound guy.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because I'm not going to lie to you, I'm jet lagged. Bad.
You
I'm
are.
fucking tired right now.
You are, right?
It's 10, 11 o'clock. It's almost nighttime for me. So you may have to do the heavy lifting today.
I know you did. You coughed up, but did you cough out as well?
No, but I didn't cough up. I green tea'd up.
Yeah, that
I
was your
green tea'd
problem.
out because I already had 2 coughs, and I ate a lot of because I'm petrified to test my my blood sugar today.
Yeah.
I'd be petrified to.
You did a lot of chocolate crusts.
Because when I hit that first chocolate croissant in Pat E,
Yeah.
it made me kind of feel like, I'll lose a foot for this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad news.
I mean, for you going to France, the way they do shugs and they do croissants, and
Yeah.
they don't eat a lot there because they're like programmed by French culture not to eat a lot. But we're
Right.
American,
Right.
and like you got a shug problem bad.
Yeah.
So basically, you going to Paris,
Yeah.
and being around those chocolate croissants is kind of like a cokehead going to fucking Medellin, Colombia for vacation.
For vacation.
It's a problem.
It's a problem.
It's a fucking problem.
It's a good analogy.
Yeah, there's no way you were gonna get away. You're gonna get out of there without any especially without me there to police you, cuz.
Because I was eating
You were roaming free.
Because I was eating macaroons like macaronis.
Yeah.
I was bowls of that shit.
Cuz
Yeah, I'm not gonna because I was a little upset at myself.
yeah.
And then it doesn't just stop. I didn't just stop cold turkey. I had a couple more sweets the other day, but now I'm good. I smoothed up today.
But your nature is very hyena-like.
Yeah.
So it's like if you have a hyena and he stumbles upon, let's say, a warhog den of baby
Right.
warhogs, and the mom's over there sniffing grass.
Right.
Do you think that he's gonna be able to control himself and not snatch up these baby fucking warhogs?
He's gonna eat them.
That was you in
Yeah.
fucking Paris with chocolate croissants.
Croissants, yeah.
How you doing, Zach Ice? You had a good week?
Pretty good week. A lot of done.
Yeah.
A lot done.
I know you got a lot done in Paris.
Yeah, you got a lot done in Paris, right on the same block of the fucking
Took
hotel.
the
I
words
stood
right
at.
out of my mouth, man.
You knew they were trying to get you, Chrissy.
Well, cause that where you fucking launch an attack, you asshole, was on the block of the hotel I was staying at.
You think I don't know
Yeah,
that?
he knows it.
It's not a coincidence, man.
Yeah, he was trying to get me.
We didn't even put 2 and 2 together. We were in the car talking about it. But you know what happened is you weren't here last week. It was me and Zachy fucking vibing. He probably thought to himself, you know what? Might be nice to get rid of fucking the matriarch.
Yeah.
And so he called over his boys in Paris, and they put a hit on you, cuz.
Yeah, he said you're not gonna have to walk him up to Poughkeepsie and put a bullet in his head. I'm gonna finish the job right now.
But you know what you did? you know what you didn't prepare for?
What's that?
You guys got to use knives out there.
Yeah.
And even if you got Chrissy,
Yeah.
it's going to take you better have a big knife to fucking stab through that butt.
Yeah, because I just turn around and get through that butt. The knife's gonna get stuck. I won't even feel it.
Yeah.
I genuinely wouldn't even felt it.
Plus, he's got a lot of goo on his body. Just a lot of goo.
Yeah.
You got to stab through a lot of
If
goo.
you hit me in the face, I'm done.
Yeah,
Because the face is structured. But if
yeah.
you hit me anywhere here, it's fucking pillowcases.
It's going to take a lot to get to a major organ.
Yeah, because the first is just layers of fat. You got syrup and all types of chocolate milk and shit.
I mean, your body when you're shirt off looks like the a female's bed. There's a lot of pillows on there.
No, what my body. If I showed you a picture of me from the neck to the waist, you would say, and I gave you a guess. Is that a man? Is that a woman? Or is that a man going through hormone replacement therapy to try to become a woman? You would guess C. You would say that there's no way that this person is not pumping estrogen through his air vents to try to get tits.
Are you more cultured now, though?
Yeah.
You feel more cultured?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I felt, going to Europe was interesting to really kind of.
Do you think there's anyone from Ridgewood, Queens who's ever had to use a passport?
No.
Yeah.
No, well, my boys, when I told my boys, that I was going to Paris, they were like, my boy Patty Five Balls, like, I fucking been there. And I'm like, oh, tell me what to do. He goes, well, I didn't go there. I went to the, Vegas hotel. I went to the Paris hotel in Vegas. He said, and it's like the same shit. I see, he's like, whatever.
They got a mini Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, well, that's what he said. He was like, they want to fucking tell you that you got to go here, got to go there. It's like, I'm not going across the fucking ocean. I went right to Vegas, same fucking thing. He said, I guarantee you, I had a better time there than I had a better time in the Paris hotel than you'll have in Paris.
And what
he said to me. Yeah,
he's got
and
a
he's like,
point.
I went out there for free because Debo got him tickets on JetBlue.
Yeah, did they travel in underneath the plane with the bags or no?
Probably.
Do you think he ever sneaks in that way? Or he doesn't have to. He can get...
No, he's on Debo's, fly list.
If you don't remember who Debo was our guest, I think, on episode 3 or 4.
Yeah.
He tells girls he's a pilot, but he actually puts bags into the...
Yeah, but he's a baggage handler for an airline.
But he does get free flights.
He does. I can't, literally...
Can you get me on a few?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, no, he can't. He's on a no-fly fucking list.
You're on the no-fly list. He might be able to get, if you can get him season Mets tickets, he'll get you onto the plane.
Yeah.
Just got to give him Mets tickets.
That's worth it, a few lives.
Because he got a free flight to Germany.
Yeah.
Where we're going.
I know. It's worth to reiterate. Everyone listening has probably heard the episode, but it is worth to reiterate how funny it was when me and Chris said we would go back to these times in history, and Debo said he would go back to 1986 for the Mets won the World Series. I mean, is that not one of the funniest things you ever heard?
Hyenas was saying he was going to go back to where Greek democracy started. I want to go back to the Revolutionary War, and Debo wanted to go back to 86. To watch fucking Dwight Gooden in his heyday pitch for the Mets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the most...
And that's genuine.
That's what made it so funny, is it was his genuine answer. Where would I go back? 1986, Shea Stadium.
Yeah.
He could have talked to Jesus, Abraham Lincoln, fucking Peter the Great.
No.
He could have gone to Constantinople. No, Shea Stadium, about 15 minutes from where his house is now.
Yep. Just 30 years ago. Just to see the Mets win one.
And what did... You also spoke to somebody else about Paris. Somebody's mother. And what did they say when you told them about your trip to Paris?
Oh, yeah, I spoke to...
You don't have to say names because we're on a podcast.
No, yeah, I spoke to... once I got back to Bay Ridge, I got fucking stepped foot back in good old USA, went to Bay Ridge, got a slice from Nino's. I had to get a slice of pizza because the pizza out there... the pizza sucks. In Paris, the pizza actually wasn't bad.
Yeah.
And in London, I went to the Soho House, the original Soho House, and the pizza there was good, but everywhere else was fucking... But I get back to Bay Ridge... And I was, my couple of Bay Ridge guys I know were like, yo, how was the trip? And one of my friend's moms was there, and my friend Anthony, his mom was there, and she's like, real deal Brooklyn lady smoking cigarettes or whatever. And she, I was like,
I just told you not to say the name, but you know what? It's okay because only people from New York will be able to decipher what that name was.
Yeah.
Because that's a New York thing. Everyone else is like, yeah, what's his name?
Anthony.
Anthony. That's how they do say it in New York, right? Yo, Anthony.
My friend Anthony, he, they asked me how the trip was, and I was like, it was good. I was like, but they hate Americans out there. And then Anthony's mother pops in, throws a cigarette down. She goes, what do you mean they hate Americans out there? I'm like, you could tell, in France especially, they don't like Americans. She goes, they should fucking thank God every fucking day that we don't blow them right off the map. She said, because the sovereignty of their nation only depends on America. Donald Trump, she said, if it wasn't for Donald Trump, they wouldn't even speak fucking French over there. That's what she said. And I'm like, what? And she's like, yeah. She's like, all these countries want to bash America, talk shit, say, oh, America. She said, bull fucking who? She was like, the sovereignty, I couldn't believe she was using the word sovereignty. Yeah. She's like, the sovereignty of all their nations depends on America. She said, so they should say thank you to you. She said, if I was in France, I would have told him right to his fucking face. I don't give a fuck about France. She said, how about this? She said, oh, I got to speak French to you? She said, one country speaks France. She goes, how many countries speak English? She said, you know what the answer is? Fucking all of them. That's what she said. She said, so why don't you speak English to me? Because she said, really? She's like, I'm in fucking charge here. So, but they don't want to act like that. They want to protect their little French stupid fucking language.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
It is a beautiful language, though.
It is a beautiful language. And you know what? She's not all wrong.
Not all wrong.
I mean, in reality, okay, listen, I know that it's arrogant to not know other languages, and I get that, and I wish I knew more languages just for my own well-being. I mean, I would love to know it. But she's right. I mean, the whole world speaks English. I didn't make that rule up, but it's just the truth. The world speaks English. France and a few other nations that France has influenced speak French. So why is it so important? I can understand, if they turned around and made my daughter, who's going to be 3, you say, you have to learn Spanish, then I could say, okay, or even Chinese. It's like, okay, maybe I can see, because one of those 2 languages, I mean, Spanish is becoming the majority in this country and China's taken over the world. So it's like, okay, but French? Why are you mad I don't know French?
It is a beautiful language, though.
It is beautiful.
We should preserve it because it is fucking gorgeous. And the French culture has a lot of good aspects to it.
Yeah. I love France. I thought it was great.
I think Americans, like Europeans, it would be better if we spoke, because most Europeans, besides French, I mean, the French yell at us for not speaking, but all you guys speak is fucking French.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't even learn English.
No.
So, but everyone should speak French and English and Spanish.
Yeah.
Everyone in the Western world should. Don't you
That's
think?
true.
Don't you think we should speak all those languages?
I do. I really
They're
do.
3 gorgeous languages.
Gorgeous. Well, that's why my daughter, I mean, her grandma speaks, Spanish and English, speaks Spanglish, like Puerto Rican, Brooklyn Spanish.
Yeah.
My daughter's fucking, she knows
She
what to
eats
do.
Spanish too.
She eats all that food, that Spanish food.
But when her mother's around, her mother's eats that white food. I don't know how to feed her.
The white food, she said, her mother doesn't want to have her to eat no protein, no meat. She said, but I gotta give her fish. I gotta give her tuna. I sneak it to her. I feel bad for the little baby.
I don't know I don't know what to put her.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to put her Brussels sprouts. I don't know how to cook that.
I don't have to cook that. Yeah, she said, these white people.
She always say white.
Then she said, I called her to, talk to Delilah, and I've shown her
She's
the
the
Eiffel
best.
Tower.
Yeah.
I'm showing her the Eiffel Tower. She goes, oh, wow, look at the Eiffel Tower. You over there in London?
that looks like a big scaffolding.
Yes.
It does kind of look like a big scaffolding.
It does.
The Eiffel Tower, but it's cute.
It's fun. Yo, honestly, to see the Eiffel Tower, though, it gets you a little emotional. It's an iconic thing to see.
Did you jerk off?
Yeah, they got a little baby Statue of Liberty right there, too.
They do. Well, they gave us the Statue of
They
Liberty.
gave us the statue.
And then we fucking built bigger buildings.
Yeah.
That used to be like a pretty big fucking building.
Yo, in fucking 1942, when the Nazis took it over, they put the Nazi flag right on top of that bitch.
What?
They put the Nazi flag right on top of the Eiffel Tower.
Oh, I thought you
Yeah.
were talking about the Statue of Liberty. I was like, that never happened.
No.
Because red, white, and blue don't lose.
We don't lose.
No.
Back-to-back World War champs.
Yeah. Did you hear what we said, ISIS?
Yeah.
It's
we
the
don't
first
lose.
for everything.
We don't lose.
Yeah.
It's the first for
Google,
everything.
am I right about that? The Nazi flag at one point was on top of the
That's
Eiffel Tower.
absolutely correct.
Yeah, you've seen that picture then.
Yeah.
It's fucked up,
fucking
no?
Germans steamrolled over Paris.
Yeah.
Yeah. There should be a thank you written every year from French to the red, white, and blue. Thank you that we don't speak German. You're lucky you don't speak German.
Yeah.
So maybe you want to learn English just as a fucking token of appreciation.
Yeah.
Okay, Pierre?
Fuck.
Jesus Christ.
And look at that. That's the Arc de Triomphe. I saw the Arc de Triomphe was beautiful too, cuz.
Yeah.
Did you go up in that thing?
No.
Yeah.
I mean, no question, Paris is beautiful. And
Is it the most beautiful city in the world?
I'm going to have to go probably.
Most beautiful, yes.
Vienna-
Still no comparison to New York, though.
Well, it's more beautiful. I mean,
Absolutely more beautiful.
I would say maybe more beautiful because it's older and there's a lot of cute stuff.
Cute and all like the little streets and stuff and the
Cute.
architecture.
Cute.
And I saw the Versailles Palace. It was fucking gorgeous.
How many times did you say cute out
Cute.
loud in
I kept
Paris?
saying breathtaking.
Yeah. Oh God.
It was breathtaking.
Yeah, I would have probably knifed you.
Yeah.
I would have probably knifed you.
Well, you know what's interesting is I'm in Europe across
as long
the
as you
ocean.
didn't say modernity. If I say modernity, you want to
Modernity
knife me.
won't. Yeah, if you say, well, here's the thing.
If I hear you say breathtaking, I want to knife you.
Well, here's the thing. I'm in Europe, having a great time, enjoying myself. I'm across the ocean. I'm like, my kid's okay. Everything's okay. Let me check on Hyenas. And then I look on his Facebook, and I mean, he sounds like, first of all, the one post I saw, I was like, this he wants to fucking start a race right now. I mean, it's like, what, really, white people? Did we really do that many bad things to you? Oh, really, white people? We're that fucking bad? And then I counted in 3 posts, Giannis put the word in quotes, whiteness, about 35 times. In 3 posts, you just kept writing whiteness in quotes, whiteness, to the point where I was like, do I have to call Giannis right now?
Yeah.
Do I have to call Giannis, or do I have to call his dad and be like, you got to scale your son back? Because I'm like, I've been gone for a week and Giannis has lost his fucking mind.
Yeah, I'm starting to lose it.
Yeah, I mean, and then I
My
show,
posts were all fucking correct.
well, they're absolutely right. And then I haven't seen you in 2 weeks. You haven't shaved since I left.
Yeah.
You know, you come out.
I look cute with a beard,
You
though,
look
right?
cute with a beard, but I thought, what the fuck? Are you joining Zach's side? I mean, what's going on here?
Maybe.
Yeah, you got a little gray coming in. It's nice.
Yeah, gray
But
looks
it's
good.
great.
On the
Looks
guy,
good on you.
yeah.
Because there's no way around it. There's no way around it. It's just tried and true. You're a cute kid.
I'm a cute cat. Yeah, I got wild on Facebook a little bit.
You got wild on Facebook. But you know what?
I learned a new expression, though.
What?
White male fragility.
Yeah, what does that mean? What does WMF mean? White male fragility.
I mean, there's going to be a time in the future
Yeah.
where these people's kids look back. Yeah, it's like almost embarrassing.
yeah.
It's like the expressions are almost embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's like it's just these expressions that they hide their kind of lack of
Right.
facts and reality behind.
Right.
Like when you're arguing with one of these people, they just go, "Oh, here we go again, white male fragility."
What does
and
that mean?
I was arguing with an Asian woman. It's like, when did Asians claim the moral high ground
Yeah.
over fucking anyone when it comes to victimhood? When did that happen? If you're Asian, you're doing fine.
Right.
If you're Indian in this country, you're doing fine.
Right.
So don't fucking yell about white privilege and shit. That is reserved for fucking black people and Native Americans. True victims in America. Everyone else, shut the fuck up.
Bang!
Bang!
Hit a sound effect, Zach.
Yeah, you're supposed
You
to.
gotta-
Boom.
Boom. I thought you could bang!
Am I wrong, though?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But also, see, I feel like you can get away. I look too white. I look too much like the problem. You, on the other hand, you could be Mexican. You can be fucking Greek. You can be Middle Eastern. You could be a transsexual woman. You could be any. So you can get away with a lot more.
That's the problem, though. That's the problem, is it's all based on identity. I even said to this girl, and she had no response. I was like, if I had posted this, by the way, the post was like a really correct post about admitting that whiteness exists, and it's a creation of the new world, and it helped perpetuate slavery and all that stuff.
Right.
And
All true.
yeah, I said, if I was black and I had posted this, you wouldn't have said anything.
Zero.
The only reason that you're trying to be contrarian with me is because you saw my profile pic that I'm fair-skinned. So
Right.
your whole argument is that I'm white and don't have the right to say stuff. That's how ridiculous the times we are in now are.
Because
It's like you're creating. You're being racist.
Because you know how I get through life, honestly, and it's relatively easy, and so far hasn't had any big problems. Is I only choose to talk to people or like converse with people or listen to people who live in the gray area and who have not chosen a side. If you have chosen a side, whether it's the left or the right, I don't want to talk to you. I really don't have anything to say to you because you're probably going to be unmovable on certain areas and you're going to be really, really, really narrow-minded on a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I choose to just stay away from you. So if you just talk to the gray people and you talk to the people who look at the world and not generalizing everything but go individual to individual, I think those are the easiest people to get along with. Maybe they're not the most exciting and maybe they're, aren't going to hit you with some fucking make you think, but it's like, I'm not on that planet to do that.
You're absolutely right. And that's the majority of the people.
Yeah.
But they just happen to be the quietest ones.
The comedians, most comedians, because of what we do on stage, you have to take a stance. And, the Hollywood people that we have to deal with, they all have to take a stance, usually on the left side, which is fine. But it's like, by the way, I learned in France where left and right comes from. It's from the first French form of government. There would be groups of, the certain people with one idea would sit on the left and certain people would sit on the right.
Interesting.
Yeah, so the left first to right came from France.
Wow.
Yeah, it came from I forgot what it was, but it was like and the building is still there where the first seat of government started in France.
That's your first piece of history right here in the history. Hi.
Yeah, left and right came from France.
Yeah, I like to post because I learn a lot. It's really my post is a lot of times like a glue trap.
Yeah,
I can't wait for somebody to comment, and then I just kind of fucking probe them, and because it gives it kind of gives you a sample about what's out there and what people are thinking, and it's fucking wild.
I learned another just while I'm on the thinking about it. I learned another piece of history too, and when I was in Scotland. I learned where the phrase armed to the teeth comes from. So basically, there's this bridge called the Teeth Bridge, like Tieth, Teeth Bridge, and there was so much violence happening in Edinburgh that they would make people stop and disarm your weapons. So if you were like coming into the city, you had to go over this one bridge. You weren't allowed to bring your weapons over that bridge into the city because people just getting axed the fuck up. So you would have to pick up your weapons on the other side. So they would say armed to the teeth. You can only be armed to the teeth.
Interesting.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those expressions that come from the United Kingdom,
Yeah.
like bottoms up.
Yeah. Or like crap. Did you even know the word crap comes from Thomas Crapper, who invented the toilet, who invented like the toilet and public plumbing? It's like like how we see toilets over here.
Yeah.
All toilets are like Toto is like a big
Or American Enterprise.
yeah.
or something?
Over there it's Crapper, Thomas Crapper. So
Thomas
that's where the
Crapper.
word crap comes from.
Oh.
Crap wasn't a word before Thomas Crapper made it.
And the word faggot over there, does it still mean cigarettes?
I think it means cigarettes over there.
Yeah.
And bender can mean drink, or bender can mean take it in the ass bad.
So when you say, "Can I have a fag?" that means you have a smoke.
Yeah.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
Yeah.
Pretty wild.
I was over in well, you were out there in the old world.
Yeah, where were you?
I was in the new world, but it's not new anymore. I was in
Where were you?
AC.
Woo, Atlantic City, New Jersey.
Last weekend. Holy mackerel.
Kind of going down, right?
Interesting place, though. A lot of history there.
Is there?
AC's a lot of history.
Well, I thought Trump made it. Didn't Donnie Boy make
Well,
it?
I mean, it depends on how you vote, yeah.
yeah.
I mean, you know,
Donald Trump did a lot of good
he
things.
did a lot of good things for
Donald
this
Trump
country.
restored Coney Island after Hurricane Sandy.
He did. I tell you what else Donald Trump did. Donald Trump made it okay to fucking eat pizza again because there was a war on pizza. He also fucking made it so these Merry Christmases is on the cups of the fucking Starbucks. That was
Really?
Donald Trump, yeah.
Donald Trump made Merry Christmas.
He made fucking Merry Christmas okay to say again. Did you know that?
Wow.
See, we make fun of the right too. Somebody posted to me too, like, I hear you and Chris on the podcast always talking about how difficult it is to be white. First of all, I don't fucking consider myself white. I don't think that.
Yeah.
I'm a fucking swarthy Greek ethnic kid.
Yeah. And
you're-
I'm not white. I'm just from fucking Brooklyn, baby.
You are a trash monkey, which, by the way,
Yeah.
I got about 3 tweets about that. People
Trash
love that.
monkey?
Trash
Good.
monkey's a go.
So we'll make a t-shirt, Trash Monkey?
Trash monkey, yeah. So, but we make fun of everybody.
Yeah.
We make fun of ourselves. We make fun of everybody. You know, we're fucking comedians. We're not political pundits.
No.
You know?
Yeah, it's like I'm not saying it's hard to be white.
I mean, it is funny how a lot of Donald Trump people fucking think that they give him credit for everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
I mean, the lady was saying that if it wasn't for Donald Trump, they wouldn't even be speaking French.
I know.
I mean, that makes makes no sense.
Yeah,
But
and
she
you know-
was steadfast on it.
And you know when he was running for office, you watch, you see. You
Yeah.
know, when fucking Donald Trump comes in office, there's not gonna be no traffic no more.
Yeah.
There'll be no fucking LIE's
Yeah.
backed up right now. Once
Yeah.
Trump fucking comes in
Yeah.
office, no more traffic.
Nope.
No
No,
more
I think
fucking-
my boy said that. Didn't my boy say
Yeah.
that? Yeah, it's not gonna be wait till Trump comes. No more traffic.
No more traffic. It's gonna be fucking okay. Yeah. You got parking tickets? No more parking tickets when
Yeah,
fucking
no,
Donald Trump
it's all
comes in
good.
office.
So Atlantic City.
Atlantic City's wild to me because I wish you were with me first
What
of all.
hotel were you at?
I was at the Tropicana.
Shithole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I don't even like Tropicana orange juice.
No, the only really
Too
good.
much sugar.
You don't like Trop? It's all 100% juice
I don't drink orange juice, cuz.
because of the sugar.
Yeah.
Cause that's natural sugar though.
Not Tropicana though.
They don't add sugar.
Tropicana's got to be dog shit for you.
They don't add sugar. No.
You sure?
100% juice. Says it right on there.
Cheers.
Yeah. The
Look at the ingredients though.
it's a lot of sugar, but that's what comes with fruits. But it's natural sugar.
Brats.
Yeah.
The best hotel is Borgata. No.
That's what I was about to say.
yeah.
The
We got to do
Borgata.
the gig out there.
Yeah. I did that one already. It's cute.
Yeah. So maybe
It's
we'll
a big one.
I want to do it with you, cuz.
Yeah, let's do it together. I was wishing you were there just so we could walk on the boardwalk together and fucking drink smoothies.
Yeah. We're fucking in the sand on our Jordans. With
I
our
was
Jordans
alone.
in the sand.
Yeah, I was alone.
Were you a little lonely?
I was a little lonely because there's an African American museum there that I wanted to go to.
Did you go to it?
I didn't go because I was solo.
So and you can't really leave the strip in Atlantic City. It's too dangerous.
Nah, yeah, you feel like Jim Carrey in the Truman Show. You walk, and then you get to a point where you get scared, and you're like, all right, let me go back.
And it's empty too, right? The casinos are empty, the hotels are empty, kind of, or not really.
I mean, there was people there, especially on the weekend, but yeah, it's basically like a resort in Mexico in that way. It's like you don't want to leave the casino. I mean, you don't want to walk around Atlantic City.
can't.
It's a dead city.
Yeah.
Which is interesting. It's gone through so many cycles of like getting hot again, going cold again. They say it might be experiencing a renaissance soon, but it's so weird to be in a place that was once called the world's playground because it was so fucking popular.
it was better than Vegas.
I mean, they called it the world's fucking playground. I mean, it was like if you go look at some of those old pictures from the Roaring 20s at the boardwalk, it is just mobbed with people. That's where they do the Miss America pageant every year on the boardwalk there.
They do. I was there. 2-3 years ago for the Miss America pageant, and then they do a big thing that they do is they have all the women from each state. they have them. They do this thing. It's called like the shoe parade, where they show your shoes. Like you show your shoes to people, and it brings out some fucking psychos. I watched the parade, and I remember. Yo, I'm not lying to you, dude. I swear to God, this has happened. We're watching the parade. I'm watching the parade, and people showing their feet, and people like, show your shoes, whatever. Then all of a sudden, there was these group of guys that looked like me and you, and 5, 6 of them, and they weren't laughing, they weren't joking. Like I remember, it started to rain a lot, and like. They got like blocked, and like Miss Hawaii or somebody like that couldn't show their shoes, and like, show your fucking feet. They were like screaming at her, like, let me see your shoes, Hawaii, let me see your shoes. And then she like picked it up, and they went nuts, like, yeah.
Wow.
They were going nuts, and like the real fucking creeps, like there were people that were like, let me smell them. I swear to people, let me smell your feet. It's like there's security guards everywhere. It's one of the weirdest things I'd ever, because we just walked into it. It was just a parade, and then it's like the shoe parade.
It's not easy. There's a lot of dudes are creeps.
I mean, dude, you ever look at Wiki feet?
Yeah.
I mean,
dudes are creeps.
I mean, you got a foot fetish.
A little bit, yeah. I
Yeah.
like there's a lot of femininity in a foot. That's what I
Yeah,
like.
I mean, you got on stockings right now underneath your pants.
I mean, I do.
Yeah,
I mean,
but I'm not scared of you. But you do like feet.
I do. You don't like feet, right?
I don't like feet.
You don't mind what a girl's feet looks like?
I don't care. No.
I just love beautiful feminine feet, like toes done well.
Yeah.
There's just a lot of
I
femininity.
like a hairy. I like a bush.
You like a hairy bush?
Not full blown hair, but I like a few strands. Yeah, is that bizarre?
No, not at all. A lot of guys like it. I like it shaved down bald. I don't like any hair because when I eat it, I don't want to be tasting any hair.
Right.
I don't like hair.
Right.
I like to eat puss. And
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want any hair involved in that.
I want to go down. I like a bush. I want to look like Zach's face.
Really? You
I
want
want
to
to get a jihad. Yeah.
You want to rest your Roman nose on a fucking Brillo pad?
Yeah.
You like that?
I love
right?
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So AC's fucking cool. But here's the thing. In the 80s, it made a comeback partly because of Donald Trump. He started having the fights over at his hotel. Mike Tyson fought a lot in Atlantic City.
Taj Mahal, right?
In the 80s, yeah. The Taj. He had a few out there.
Is that closed now, the Taj?
Closed.
Yeah.
Which is what's interesting when you walk on the boardwalk. The boardwalk, by the way, is fucking 7 miles long.
What?
It goes like all the way into like this because it's all the Jersey Shore there on the Atlantic Ocean.
I thought it was just the hotels. I've never walked any
fucking
further.
7 miles. That's why it's like Jim Carrey in the Truman Show. You're walking, and then it's just like you feel like the simulators are stopping the world right there.
So wait, so you walked the entire boardwalk?
I walked a couple miles.
So you walked way past the hotels.
I walked past the hotels, yeah, where because the condominiums and people are bike riding and stuff.
And it's just pure beaches then, right?
It's just pure beach and coastline. It's pretty.
So it's pretty, actually.
It's kind of cute.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say pretty. I would say cute. But what is interesting is when you go from the Tropicana and you go like, you walk about like maybe, 10 minutes in one direction, you'll see a closed hotel like right on the boardwalk, which is weird to see a closed hotel.
Yeah, especially one as big as the Taj Mahal.
Exactly. Or, it's just like you see this huge building, and what they do is like it has chains on the doors. So you can kind of open the door and like see into the lobby.
Right.
And there's just like dust and like they put up like tint on the windows so you can't really look in. It's just a closed, huge building that probably can fit like 3,000 people, has like 3,000 rooms and huge casino in there. Just fucking closed.
Zero.
A lot of those hotels are closed. I mean, it's really
the
just...
Wynn didn't... Hotel Revel just opened and closed in like 3 months.
Opened and closed. Revel opened and closed.
I did a gig there. Did you ever go there?
No,
I did a gig there. I was like one of the only guys that got in.
Yeah.
It was beautiful, but it was like,
Yeah, well, what happened? Atlantic City really like became a city in the 1850s.
Okay.
Is when it
pre-Civil War.
Yeah, and then when they had a railroad, because people used to get there by railroad, and so there was a train. I think it was the Philadelphia Railroad Company. By the way, Monopoly, the game based on Atlantic City. All the streets in there. Yeah.
Interesting.
Cute, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, based on Atlantic City. And I know a lot of people probably listen to this. I didn't watch Boardwalk Empire.
I never watched Boardwalk Empire.
It's about Nucky Johnson, who's kind of the guy who's kind of like, he was the big political machine.
Should we watch it?
We probably should. I mean, it's, what's his name's character is based on Nucky Johnson.
Steve Buscemi?
Steve Buscemi, yeah. Kind of like the godfather of fucking Atlantic City.
Because where the fuck is Bardo? Where's the White Wasp? He didn't even text us.
No. Yeah, it's probably, what is this? I think every other Monday they eat monkey meat.
Monkey meat, yeah, monkey meat Monday, yeah.
Right? Didn't he tell us that, Isis?
Yeah, he didn't invite me, so I wouldn't know.
I think they eat, chip. I think they eat chimp meat on
He probably
Mondays.
has a pet hyena. Do you think the really rich have that?
Probably.
Well, I'll tell you what, going to England and really seeing like where wasps come from, I was like, oh, this is Bardo feels good here.
Yeah.
Like I was in Windsor Castle.
Did you get any insight from that being there?
A little bit. I mean, a little bit about like where they come from and like, No, I mean, it's just the bloodline. I mean, like even like Queen Elizabeth, like the bloodline. It's all about they protect the bloodline.
Yeah.
And if you don't produce sons, it's like it's really like if you didn't have a son, you didn't have kids, and it's no problem. Like I have a daughter, it's no problem. But like there, and it's a different thing. It's like you need to mate with a certain kind of woman to produce the bloodline and protect the bloodline. And so it's kind of like weird. It's a lot of pressure to like have children. Like the only reason Prince Harry is even going to be allowed to marry Meghan Markle is because he has no chance of being king. But like William, he had to marry a woman like Kate. He had to marry a beautiful white woman from an elite family to protect the bloodline.
How
because they're going to be kings.
Ridiculous is that? It's inbreeding.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And you know what? Those are like islands out there.
Yeah,
like, Great Britain is a bunch of islands.
It's not like it is an island.
So it's like you need new genes in there. That's why you got to be honest. There's not a lot of good-looking people over there, right?
No, not a lot.
I mean, you go to Scandinavia, everyone's fucking gorgeous. I don't know what it is, but I think the British may be doing a little too much inbreeding.
I mean, the accents are very sexy, but but Scotland was tough. I mean, Scotland there was really no beautiful people, and the accents are literally. I mean, it's
guttural.
It's yeah. And I'm sure I sounded gross to them and probably look gross to them, but I just want to let you know, I mean, you sounded look gross to me.
Yeah, I mean...
England, I thought there was a lot of actually nice-looking people there, and so kind of metropolitan and international.
London. You're talking about London.
Yeah, I did go to Stonehenge, though. I saw Stonehenge.
Yeah.
And Windsor Castle. Stonehenge was nice. You ever see Stonehenge?
I've seen a lot of pictures of it.
Yeah, Stonehenge
When you get
nice.
there, it's just a fucking couple of rocks.
Kind of rocks, yeah. Yeah, that Oxford where your brother went. I saw that. That was nice.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah, and that's where Lord of the Rings is based off that city.
Yeah, that's a gorgeous place.
Yeah.
But Stonehenge, when you got there, were you really like, all right, I get it? Well, I mean, what's the big mystery? They lifted some fucking stones and they don't know how it happened?
They don't know how they got the stones there, and a lot of people are like, well, they do, but and then there's all these mounds there that like they think are like graves. And they say like the Druids did it, but actually in reality, they think like the Druids may have just moved there, and the time when the Druids were discovered living there, because it's like in the middle of nowhere, the people who discovered them just thought that the Druids built them, but the Druids never said they built it.
Yeah.
So, and actually they said 50% of Stonehenge has not been unearthed. And it's still like they think there's rocks down there, and they basically think it's something like some kind of like sundial, like the sun goes up on winter equinox and summer equinox. They go like over this one specific stone, so it's like there's that. But yeah, to be honest, I thought it was cool just to see, because it's like I guess iconic and like everyone's heard of it. But then after a while, I was like, I'm just looking at rocks.
Looking at a couple rocks.
Looking at a few rocks.
It's so interesting that we were in two places that represent two different things. The history of the old world in Europe is so far back and long, and there's so many different facets to the history there. When you're in a place like Atlantic City, it's a kind of a microcosm about what America's about. It's just like, hey, this place was hot because people were fucking spending money and gambling here, and then it got cold because people didn't want to come here.
And basically all we got a fucking Sbarro's and a buffet.
That's
all we got. yeah.
It's like, people came here, they stuffed their fucking faces, they gambled their money, they fucked a lot of prostitutes, and then they found other places to gamble their money, stuff their faces, and fuck prostitutes.
And this is America, baby.
The downfall of Atlantic City was really fucking the automobile. I never really even thought about that.
Why?
Yeah, most people tell you it's because like it got hit by a multi-prong attack, cuz.
Okay.
Multi-prong attack.
Just the history of Atlantic
Fucking
City.
automobiles, because usually people like, first of all, suburbia. Suburbia was a big part of what knocked it. Post-World War II.
Right.
Post-World War II, first of all, a lot of people died, so there's not a lot of people to spend money.
Can't gamble up.
But then also automobiles became more accessible and suburbia became accessible. So people, instead of going to Atlantic City by train for like 10 days, since you took a train there, now we're just taking their automobile there, going gambling, losing their child's school tuition, and then driving back on Sunday. Right. So you're only there for 2 days. You're not spending a lot of money.
Right.
So, and then suburbia, people got pools. They got their own little grass yards, so they didn't really need that kind of summer vacation and get that pool experience and spend a lot of money to go get a pool experience at a fucking hotel on the Jersey Shore. They could just do it in freaking,
Levittown, Long Island.
Exactly. Exactly. Levittown, which was actually built as for World War II veterans.
For World War II vets, absolutely.
So that was one of the big reasons, was suburbia and automobiles. And then, of course, after gambling, after the state of New Jersey held a referendum to allow the taxpayers to vote on whether they should allow gambling in Atlantic. Because Atlantic City used to just be a hot resort town.
Right. It wasn't about gambling at all.
It wasn't about gambling until like what was it, the 20s?
I don't know.
I think it was the 20s. Yeah, ISIS can look that up. But it was somewhere around the 20s. the 1920s, when it became about gambling, and then of course in the 70s when Mohegan Sun and
Foxwoods, Connecticut, yeah,
and then the Sands Casino now in Pennsylvania, and all these other casinos popped up. Boom. And then also the fucking planes. How easy it was to get to Vegas.
Yeah.
It just started taking you a couple hours at Vegas. It really hurt Atlantic City.
Because Vegas, it's no comparison from AC to Vegas. Vegas is 10 times better.
Exactly. But here's the thing about AC, and plus it's year-round. You know, you can go year-round. Thing about AC, though, is it may make a comeback as fucking, it's a beautiful shoreline, you know? There's other places in the South Jersey area that are kind of gorgeous.
Right.
They should just make it cute.
Cute.
Don't worry so much about the gambling. Make it cute.
I saw, a few times I've been to Atlantic City. I'm not a gambler. I don't gamble. I'm not a guy who does
You
that.
gamble with your life.
I gamble with my life. So, so that's what I was
You
going to say.
gamble with your sugar levels.
Yeah, the food, I don't remember. I remember there being a great Italian restaurant, but I remember being on the boardwalk just being like, I want a fucking cannoli. That's what I remember.
Boardwalks make you want cannolis and cotton candy.
Cannoli and Zeppelis.
Yes,
I wanted
Zeppeli.
I wanted a fucking Zepp.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like, I like going to a place like Atlantic City, but beach towns, I'm not a guy because when I take off my shirt, people stare. And I don't like that, and I can't go in the water with my shirt on. So I kind of don't like Atlanta. It's kind of got nothing for me,
You think it would be better if resorts, instead of having old pools and young pools, they have their family pool and they got the adult pool?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be better if they had in shape and out of shape pools?
Yes. Yo, we should fucking get a hotel and do an in shape and out of shape pool.
Yeah. I hate fucking taking my shirt off when there's dudes there who are fucking jacked.
But you got the kind of body where it's like, whether you're in shape or out of shape, you just look okay.
Yeah.
Because it does it like, you don't have things that you're like, wow, like I have actual women's breasts.
You have deformities.
I have deformities. My arms are very long. Like I have a body where they're like, oof.
Yeah, but
your body just is like, okay, guy's got a good body or a bad body. It don't matter.
Yeah, but you know what's gross about me?
What?
I got weird patches of hair in strange places.
Yeah, hair's gross.
Yeah, I got like a patch here. It's not like consistent. Like ISIS probably looks like a fucking chia pet when he takes his shirt off. But I mean, I got like a little patch here. It's like, it looks weird. It looks like I was like had some nuclear fallout affect me and some hair fell out. Looks like my back presently has cancer.
Right. It doesn't though.
It does not. No.
Cancer free.
Well, hopefully. It's a horrible thing. But that would be a good idea. Out of shape, in shape pool.
Out of shape, in shape pool is actually a fucking great idea.
That would be great. Casinos are fucking depressing.
Yeah.
Because I did laps around the casino because I had nowhere to go. I was there 3 days. And
3 days? You did Thursday, Friday, Saturday?
I was there Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
I thought you were just there Friday, Saturday. Cuz why don't you FaceTime me?
Because I should have.
I would have showed you the fucking Eiffel Tower.
I know. Because
we were in opposite places on this planet.
That's what's so hilarious to me.
I was in fucking Paris.
You were in Paris and like old world beauty, and there's so many facets to the history there. It's like, it's not just about money.
Right.
I was just in the bowels of what America is all about. We really are like one big buffet. That's what America is.
Yeah.
I was sitting at the buffet having thoughts like this. Like, I was like, this is why humanity is ungovernable, right? Because like I was at a buffet in the.
If you say buffet one more time, I'm going to turn the podcast. I'm going to turn the mics off and punch you right in the fucking nose.
Do you think we should bring knives to this and just we should cut each other?
Yeah. People are right there listening, being like, if he says buffet one more time, I'm going to drive my car into the river.
How do you say buffet or you say
buffet?
You say buffet?
Do you say buffet or buffet?
Buffet. A buffet is like a character from Friends, like Phoebe Buffet.
Yeah.
But buffet is like
that's what you eat. That's free food.
Yeah.
You're saying buffet.
I say buffet. I say draw too. You say draw or drawer? Draw. So why do you say buffet like a fucking French?
No, I think buffet is more French than buffet. I think buffet is like Americanized.
Buffet.
I
say buffet.
Yeah, it spells. But I
say it correctly.
No, but
you say it the French way. You're fucking.
Well, is it a butt or a boot?
No,
it's bu.
Americans say buffet. We're a fuck America.
But if it was buffet, it'd be BOOFFET. That's how I'd say buffet.
First of all, it's a French fucking word.
Yeah.
Second of all, how come we haven't come up with an American word for fiance? I don't want to speak French when I'm trying to talk about my girl.
Yeah.
Can't we just come up with an American word to replace fiance?
Fiance.
Can't we just say my what would we call
my lady in waiting?
My lady in fucking waiting.
Yeah, it's my fucking LW lady waiting.
My triple G, my GGG.
Like what?
My just make it more than you're just girl.
Yeah.
Your girl's your G.
Yeah.
And you triple
my
it
GF,
up.
Yeah, it's my fucking GGF.
My GGF.
Because Bardo didn't even send us the names of the Patreon members we have to.
No.
I'm gonna kill Bardo.
Yeah, tell him to send.
How crazy would it be? Because you know what the only problem
I got last week's though. I forgot to read them last week.
You did?
I did. So I got a few there.
See, because I never fucking forget.
But yo, listen to this. So I did a couple laps around the fucking casino in AC. I figured out how many laps it takes before you really, no matter how good your life is, before you really want to question getting a revolver and going standing at the edge of the Atlantic Ocean and shooting yourself into it. 4 laps.
4 laps.
It takes 4 laps.
And then you're out.
If you go through the smoking section, only takes 2.
Yeah.
It takes 2 laps, and then you're like, where can I get a revolver? Because I'm going to walk right out to the ocean and shoot myself right in face down. That's what it takes. And then I had this hilarious moment where, you know where the real true emotions of the people at a casino are displayed? And then I'll get back to the buffet.
Where the true emotions of people at a casino
are displayed.
The
Where fucking bathroom.
Really?
The bathroom.
That's exactly what I was thinking too.
Good guess.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
That's
Why?
I've seen a lot of sad people.
The bathroom is where the mask comes down. Everyone out there is, hype, gambling. They got their poker face on. And then you go in the bathroom, and that's where what a casino really is about.
What'd you see?
So I went into the bathroom, and it was an amazing moment. I'm almost glad I went for the weekend just to have this experience because it was one of the greatest experiences of my life. It was like I've only seen somebody splash water on their face when they're stressed in a movie. A movie, and then at the Tropicana in Atlantic City.
Yeah.
So I'm in there taking a piss. First of all, there was the people are big. I mean, we go to casinos, you see old people,
big guys,
and you see people on scooters. And
right?
sometimes you see an old person on a scooter.
By the way, I didn't see one fat person on a scooter in any country I went to in Europe.
Yeah, it's
just an American problem.
It's an American thing.
Yeah.
So I go into the bathroom. Swear to God, at the urinal, there's a guy in his scooter pissing into the urinal.
So you saw his whole dick.
I mean, yeah, he was sitting and he was, he can't walk. He's just a fat guy, and he was pissing like the pee was a fountain, and it was making a golden arc into the fucking urinal. So he's sitting on his scooter peeing with his dick out, right? So
little baby dick, right?
I mean, yeah, he's a big guy, so I mean, his dick was just kind of trying to struggle its way out past his belly fat.
Yeah.
Right? And so he's peeing. He's close to the urinals he can be with his scooter, and he's I mean, it's the saddest American sight.
Is it a packed bathroom, too, where this guy just doesn't give a fuck?
There was about 6 people in the bathroom.
Wow.
Yeah. So he's pee. I mean, how else is he supposed to pee? I always wondered how people in scooters pee. They pee from the fucking scooter.
Holy
they can't
shit.
stand up. Yeah. I mean, he doesn't have somebody there helping him. I mean, he's fucking, he might have been with his wife. His wife can't come in the male bathroom.
No.
The guy peed from his scooter. I mean, the dribbles, those are going on his pants, cuz. Those last couple of dribbles. Yeah. Welcome to AC.
Wow.
So he's peeing, but it gets better, right?
Okay. Then
there is a guy with his scooter outside the handicapped toilet.
Okay.
So he parked the scooter outside, and we're not making fun of handicapped people. This guy wasn't handicapped. These people are big.
Right.
He's just a big person.
Right.
So he's on the toilet, and I mean, he is fucking, when he's shitting, it sounds like a dinosaur is roaring in there.
It's wild.
It's just like, you just hear.
And it's disgusting splatter shit.
Yeah, by that I knew that he also was at the buffet that morning.
Right.
I was like, I think I recognize this guy, right? But it was funny just to see his scooter kind of like parked outside.
And then this guy just ripping
He's
ass.
just ripping in there, right? So there's noises coming from there. There's a guy peeing from his scooter next to me in the urinal. And then there's a guy at the sink. I swear to God, I'm not lying. There's a guy at the sink splashing water in his face going, he kind of lost the sense that he was in public.
Right.
He was in such a downward spiral, probably about how much money he lost.
Right.
That he was splashing water in his face, making noises, going, and I just heard the water splash in his face. And then the guy in the scooter peeing, here's the guy, and he turns around, he goes, "You okay, bud?" And the guy, it wakes the guy up out of like, "Oh, wait, I'm in public." He goes, what? And he goes, "Yeah, you sound like you're in pain over there or whatever." He goes, "Oh, no, I just stressed out." And I was just sitting there going like, is he okay?
Right.
I mean, talk about rhetorical questions.
Yeah.
We are in a fucking bathroom.
Yeah.
Of the fucking Tropicana Hotel in Atlantic City. Nothing is okay about this whole fucking thing.
Yes.
You're peeing from a scooter.
Yeah.
And you're probably going to lose a foot.
Right.
You probably ate at the buffet today. This guy's fucking has his scooter parked outside the fucking toilet, and he's shitting his brains out from this fucking cancer-infested American diet. This guy just lost his child's fucking college tuition. Nothing is okay. There's nothing okay.
The shit and piss happened at the same time?
What do you mean?
Like they were one dude in a
All
scooter
of it was
shit.
happening simultaneously.
What are the chances?
Wow.
I was about to scream out, yeah, and I'm also not okay.
Yeah.
All right? I'm doing a gig up there in a fucking go-go club, right? With for maybe for 30 people, and I'm staying in a hotel room that's probably got bed bugs. And
Was
has
the
a
hotel
wood
room
floor.
disgusting?
I mean, it's like they haven't renovated it yet, that wing of it. So it's like you get these like fake linoleum wood floors.
Oh.
Yeah. And I was like, none of this is okay. It was one of the most not okay scenes I've ever seen in my entire life, but it was also like really hilarious that it was all happening at the same time. And when he said, "Are you okay?" It would have been funny if the guy splashing water in his face was like, "No, of course I'm not okay.
Oh, yeah.
I'm splashing water in my face." And I was also thinking like, "Cuz, I don't know why you're splashing water in your face if you're stressed out. That's not going to help you."
Was he also
you
in a
need
scooter?
fucking heroin.
Yeah.
You need something a little stronger than H2O.
Was he also in a scooter, the
No, he
guy
wasn't
splashing
in-
water?
he
All
wasn't
right.
in his
Well, at least
scooter.
that's good. At least he had that going for
Yeah,
him.
positive.
I mean, sometimes you just know, like, you
Wait,
could just...
let me just finish. The best part, after we got out, I saw him again taking selfies with his friends, like totally with his, like everything was okay.
Wow.
I was like, if you guys knew this guy was just splashing water in his face like a bad movie in there. He's like taking selfies against like a restaurant wall. Like it's
Was he a younger
You're
guy?
taking fucking photos with the Eiffel Tower because you're actually on a vacation somewhere that's beautiful.
Yeah.
This guy was taking fucking a selfie with his friends outside the wall of a Wet Willie's. Like it was a tourist attraction.
Oh, Wet Willies.
I mean, brutal.
I mean, you can just tell, like, people like in casinos or in airports, you can just tell, like, a person's psyche by, like, things they do. Like, I got into an argument when I was coming back. Not an argument, but it was like, some guy, he like was like rushing past me to like go see the board for the flight that we happened to be on the same flight. We weren't boarding for like 2 hours. And he like was rushing. He was like, excuse me, like that. And he was like really fucking like agitated. I was like, all right, dude. And he was like, I'm sorry, I'm trying to get to the board. And it was like this weird, I was like, fuck you. And then I went to go sit down. It was like this diner. And but it was in the airport. Like we're at the airport. And he was sitting a couple of tables away from me. And the lady came up to me, the waitress. I ordered my food, and the waitress came up to me like a few minutes later, and she had a plate, and she was like, "Did you order the smoked salmon?" And I was like, "No, it's the airport." and then
Somebody did though.
she was like, "Oh, okay." And then she looked at the ticket, and it was that guy. So it's like if you're ordering smoked salmon at an airport in England, something has happened in your life where you're gonna push me out of the way to see some thing that's not really that important. Like, I don't know. Like, my point is, like, if you're gonna splashing water in your face in Atlantic City, or you're ordering smoked salmon in an airport, I'm gonna stay out of your way because clearly, like, as bad as I think my life is, it hasn't gotten that bad
You're
yet.
close to the edge.
It hasn't gotten that. If I'm still not ordering smoked salmon in the airport or splashing water in my face in Atlantic City, I'm doing okay.
You're doing it.
But because if you've gotten to either one of those things, then you've kind of like you said to the world, I give in. Take me for as I am.
Yeah, I mean that guy when he was like, he could have said to the other guy who was asking him if he's okay, he could have been like, "Buddy, are you okay?
Yeah.
Are any of us okay?"
No.
It would have been a really funny moment if it was like it turned into like a Tennessee Williams play.
Yeah.
and everyone was like, "None of this is okay."
And it's like if you're at the Tropicana, if you guys, for the fans who don't know, have never been to Atlantic City, like the Tropicana is like by far the worst Atlantic
it's not
City
a
hotel.
luxury. It's not a luxury hotel.
It's not a luxury
Let's
hotel.
just
It's like
say it like that.
it's like you're in a Ramada.
Yeah, it's you really see the people there. American people are big.
Yeah, we're bad. We're disgusting.
And here's the thing I realized about a buffet. America's kind of like a buffet.
Yeah.
In that
I just want you to get the point out so you don't say buffet anymore.
Yeah, it's. I mean, we live in modernity. And life's like
the
a buffet.
whiteness of the buffet.
It's like we have so much food. Yeah. We have so much food. We're so comfortable, and it's like there's a small segment of the population who could walk into that a buffet, and control themselves and only get like a salad or
or
whatever.
like a piece of meat or something.
But most people just can't. I think society would be better if you offered incentives to people, like the ones who do only eat the salad or who don't eat that much food get rewarded.
Right.
So you can at least, so there's some incentive, but there's not.
Right.
I mean, they're basically just going here, and when you walk in and you pay $25 for a buffet, your brain goes, I'm going to stuff my face. I'm going to eat for 4 people right now.
Right.
And then what happens is you end up in a scooter back at that same hotel,
right,
pulling a fucking slot machine.
Right.
That's America.
Well, what did you eat at the buffet?
I had a salad. I had eggs.
For $25?
I controlled myself. Yeah, because I saw what was going on in there and I had a moment of clarity. And I was like, look,
Yeah.
This kid, I actually had a piece of salmon at the buffet, so it just shows you my life wasn't going that great either.
You had a piece of, but it was like salmon, like it wasn't smoked salmon. It wasn't cold cut salmon.
No.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it was a piece of fucking salmon, but I'm eating salmon at the Tropicana in AC.
Yeah. You should have called me, cuz. You should have called me.
Yeah.
Yo, can you read the names for fucking our Patreon members?
Of course I can fucking read the names.
Because I don't have them, because fucking White Wasp Bardo didn't text me this time.
Yeah.
So now we're going to get the names from the fucking one and only True Blue Hyena, Matriarch, King Gay, Yanni Papa.
I mean, Bardo just like acts like...
I mean, he acts like this podcast doesn't exist anymore now.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I got to...
When's the last time you even spoke to Bardo?
It's been a while. He wasn't here last week either. It was just me.
I sold him that chimp they're eating today, so.
Yeah, you go. Yeah. So here we go. Here's the names from May 7th. That would be last week, right?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. First guy, want to say thank you to, I guess this guy is a Roman emperor.
Okay.
He must have been one of the Caesars because his name is Cero. Cero. S-E-R-O.
What does that mean, 100? Or 0?
No, Cero.
Isn't that a number?
0?
Isn't 0...
Zero's a number.
No,
0.
isn't C-E-R-O a number, too, in Greek or Roman?
I don't know.
All right.
But this guy's name's Cero with an S.
Cero.
Like
Maybe Cero, 0 in Spanish.
Maybe it could be Cero or
Cero.
Italian. Cero.
Cero.
And then we got Ernie Ojeda. What's up, Ernie?
Wow, I thought it was going to be real Jewy, but it's not.
Ernie Ojeda sounds like he plays third base for the Mets or something.
Yeah, am I Ernie Ojeda?
Wasn't there a pitcher named Ojeda? Probably. Next guy, I love this guy. You ready?
Yeah.
We got a WWE wrestler following us.
Right.
Thank you for your service, Alexander Steamboat. Either he's a fucking wrestler or the guy's in porn. That's a great porn name. Alexander Steamboat.
That is a good porn name.
Yeah. Oh, that's one of my favorite names I've ever heard. Then we got Zach Armin. Thank you for your service. Where do you think Armin's from? I don't know. Armin. Zach Armin, thank you. Then we got Andrew McLean. Andrew McLean. Sounds like a Civil War veteran. McLean?
McLean.
McLean.
Andrew McLean. Yeah.
Merclean.
Merclean, that's a union name.
Union guy, right?
That's a union guy. He fought with the good guys.
There you go. Andrew McLean. Thank you for your service. Here's the good one. Ali Boo.
Ooh.
Ali B-O-O. What's up, girl?
What's up, Ali Boo?
And then we got Brenda.
Yeah. No last name?
Nah, her profile pic is a tiger face.
Okay.
Cartoon tiger face.
Hi.
She's the panther.
Brenda.
All right, so those are the names from last week. So we're a week behind.
We're a week behind, but that's all right.
Next week, we'll double up on the Patreon names. Thank you for our service. Go to our Patreon page for our exclusive bonus content. Right now, for $1 a month, we changed it. So for $1, you get...
You get pretty much everything.
You pretty much get everything. You get the bonus podcast.
Get the bonus podcast for that. Patreon.com/Bay Ridge Boys. We got merchandise coming out soon. If anybody knows a baker, or if you are a baker, you can bake us a hyena with a pseudo penis cake. We'll be forever grateful. Just DM us at brb@patreon.gmail.com. That's our website. Or DM us at Chris D Comedy
or Giannis Papa. You can find us. Go to our Facebook or fucking Instagram.
Go to chrisdcomedy.com for any of my dates coming up. I'm gonna be at the Comedy Cellar, Las Vegas, June 6th to the 10th.
And I will be at the Pittsburgh Improv, Uncle Vinny's in Jersey, Syracuse Funny Bone, and Levity Live first weekend of June. So get your fucking tickets.
Get the tickets, cuz. I'm sorry. I'm also going to be at the Hartford Funny Bone next week. So come and fucking save me from fucking Hartford. I heard that's brutal, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, fuck.
I mean, it's
going to be brutal.
Yeah, Hartford's wild.
Yeah, it's going to be fuck. I can't even go out and see shit, right? It's like dangerous.
You can get though Frank Pepe's.
Yeah, is it a shit hotel too, that gig? Probably, right?
Hartford is Hartford.
Yeah,
it's a little wild out there. I mean, that's where what's his name's from. You got to think of it like that.
Oh.
I'm just breaking tight end for the New England Patriots.
Aaron Hernandez.
Yeah, he did to his friend what I want to do to you in Poughkeepsie.
Yeah, so he's actually a role model for you.
He's actually a little bit raw. He walked, but I mean, it's horrible what he did, but for you, it would be justice for the world.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it. All right, thanks, guys.